Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're really talking about. A very high-profile gold theft case. Sabarimala gold theft case. This is theft of gold allegedly right within Sabarimala temple, where faith, politics, religion all just comes together. And yet, you have 5 accused already who are out on bail. Why? Because there was no charge sheet filed against them. Well, let's just get you the latest and let's see where do we start from. A vigilance court in Kollam has granted statutory bail to former Travancore Devaswom board president and commissioner N. Vasu. The relief was granted after the special investigation team failed to file a charge sheet within the mandatory 90-day period following his arrest on November 11, 2025. Vasu, who is the third accused in the case, faces charges including criminal conspiracy, breach of trust, forgery, and misappropriation under the IPC, along with provisions of the Prevention of Corruption Act. The case relates to allegations that several kilograms of gold went missing from the gold-plated door frames of the Sreekovil and from the coverings of the Dwarapalaka idols at the Sabarimala temple. The discrepancy reportedly came to light after renovation work sponsored by prime accused Unnikrishnan Poti. Investigators later claimed that part of the missing gold was recovered from Poti's sister's residence. With Vasu's release, at least 5 accused have now secured bail, most of them on statutory or default grounds due to delays in filing charge sheets. However, not all accused have received relief. The Kerala High Court recently denied bail to former TDP President A. Padmakumar, citing the seriousness of the allegations. Even as statutory bail is a procedural right when investigators fail to file charge sheets within the stipulated period, sources indicate that more accused could seek similar relief if delays persist. The investigation remains ongoing and re-arrests are legally possible once charge sheets are filed. The developments come at a politically sensitive time as the ruling Left Democratic Front prepares for another election cycle, with the controversy raising broader questions about quote-unquote oversight and accountability in temple administration. I'm being joined by Dr. Sebastian Paul, former MP for CPIM, also Arun Chulakal, who is a spokesperson for Congress in Kerala. Thank you very much, both of you, for joining me. Well, Dr. Sebastian Paul, this is a high-profile case. And among the accused are also those with close links with the left, with the CPIM, whether it be in terms of the posts they had, the positions they held, the temple proximity and all of that. Now, a simple question that is being asked is, what is this? Why is it that even the charge sheet is not being filed after 90 days?
This is a very complicated case. The material objects, that is the stolen gold, it is untraceable. It is not yet recovered. So that means the case is proceeding on the basis that without a corpus delicti. We can only hope that, as Shakespeare said, all is well that ends well. The motive or the primary objective of the investigation team is to secure conviction for the accused at the end of the trial. Now, after 90 days, normal bail in the absence of a charge sheet, that is the law of India, our law. So the accused are entitled to get bail. That does not mean there is any laxity or lethargy on the part of the investigation team, or the accused are finding safe holes for their escape. Nothing so those apprehensions are baseless. It will end well in the prosecution, in the conviction and sentence of the accused.
Do you buy into what Dr. Sebastian Paul is saying?
So basically, Sabarimala is not a temple. It is an emotion for cause of devotees here. So Lord Ayyappa basically represent discipline, equality and devotion. So the gold offerings which was made by the devotees are considered sacred contribution which was made by that. So every gram of gold which is a symbol of devotion and sacrifice. So here devotees basically donate gold with complete trust in the system. But in this situation, including N. Vasu and other people were given bail. It's not based on merit because they were given bail because the Special Investigation Team (SIT) failed to file the charge sheet within the statutory 90 days deadline. So it shows the trust on the investigation officers and all, because the accused walked out. Not it's like it's not just because they were proved innocent, because the SIT failed to do its fundamental duty, and the fundamental duty of SIT was to file the charge sheet at a specific given time. So
Sure.
such incompetence cannot be accepted.
No, so while I will ask the left that question, my question to you is, why haven't you moved the court? Because this was an SIT constituted by the High Court. Why haven't you moved the court?
Like the case is currently under the court, and the thing is that the SIT is under the state government itself. So the Congress party strongly believe that the currently ruling CPM government is trying to deviate the investigation, to delay the investigation, so that this shows that as N. Vasu and Poti etc. is on bail, they have an opportunity to make the investigation go on a different direction. Because even the Supreme Court, while we all celebrated the judgment of Supreme Court, the Supreme Court didn't give blame to any of the person who is accused. But when it came to the currently, it was the duty of the fundamental duty of the SIT to give the charge sheet on a specific time, and the
Paul?
failure of SIT shows how because how they are trying to deal with this case. This was sensation case. They are not able to give the charge sheet within 90 days. Shows the lack of governance happening in the SIT also.
Dr. Sebastian Paul, look at what the Congress is claiming. A very simple allegation, because this is also poll season, this is also election season, a high profile election season, a high profile temple gold theft. And as you said, even the gold has not been recovered. Who is supposed to recover the gold? Isn't it the SIT which is under the state? Isn't that what's supposed to get? Who else is supposed to recover this gold? Who's responsible for this?
The investigation and recovery of the stolen gold are not under the control of the state government. The SIT is formed with the High Court, and the High Court is constantly monitoring and supervising the investigation and giving directions to the, and even admonition to the SIT. So that is a thing going on apart from the control or the political things, all those things. The thing, as I said, is that the ultimate aim of the SIT is not to file a charge sheet within the statutory period of 90 days so that the accused can be denied bail, but their ultimate aim should be to secure conviction for this accused. For that, they have to file a charge sheet which should be perfect and unblemishable.
This is exactly why 90 days is given. This is exactly why 90 days is given. Has the left government even moved the court? Has it gone to the court and said, has it filed a petition? The court could have actually, the government could have moved the court and asked for more time for the charge sheet, which is also permissible under the law. The government has not done that either. So you are saying that you need more time for an impeccable charge sheet, but you have not moved the court asking for more time for the charge sheet. And then you have within 90 days people who are closely linked with the left and with the temple management earlier walking out of bail. So who's the opposition is asking a very simple question: who's standing to gain?
No, it is not the responsibility of the state government. This is not an ordinary case of investigation and prosecution. Whole thing is under the scanner of the High Court. The High Court is giving directions. The High Court is even admonishing the investigation team. So the investigation team is free of filing petitions in the High Court before the division bench for explaining the delay and seeking more time for completing the investigation. And all of those things are going on. It is beyond the control of the state government.
Arun Chulakal?
Yeah.
Is this an opportunity guys, for Congress in Kerala, and are you using this for politics? I'm asking you this question because Congress has stared, the Congress-led UDF has actually stared at a historic defeat in Kerala during the last assembly elections, and at that time also something that you all had mounted on was faith and politics. Sabarimala, for a very different issue at that time, was at the heart of a lot of politics at that time. Congress could not convince its voters, the people of Kerala, about what they were trying to do. Is this now another lens that the Congress is trying to look at?
So, as Congress, Sabarimala is not a political issue. It is a matter of course of devotees are suffering about this. So, if we are looking into the case, all the accused, including Unnikrishnan Potti, Murai, Babu, Sudesh Kumar, etc., has already secured bail. And now, CPM leader, who is still CPM support, he was also given bail just because the SIT failed to submit the report within the statutory time. Even we all know that the law says that if we are not submitting the charge sheet within the 90 days period, they will get a bail. So if the government wants a true investigation to go, they would have already submitted the charge sheet, and 90 days is a period which is sufficient to prepare the charge sheet also. And we don't need to use this as a political, because the common people, common devotees are aware of the matter, and everyone knows who took the gold and who the people are supporting, the people who have looted the gold of Sabarimala.
All right. Well, that's not the last word for sure, because elections are around the corner. I'm sure we will be having more discourse around this. People of Kerala are watching this very closely, because it's obviously at an intersection where those who believe in Sabarimala are watching very closely to see what's really happening. Where is the evidence? There's others who are trying to make out of where is a hard crack, a hard whip on corruption. All of these questions that possibly the political parties will have to convince their voters for, and the voters will eventually decide.